We're back. Welcome. Barry Howard is joining us now. He's a career coach and an executive coach, and they're two distinct things. Barry, you're the perfect person to be talking with us right now about Linda, our person of the week. She had a pretty high-powered career and left it to care for her ailing father. You probably know better than most what sort of issues she's dealing with and will be facing in future.
Many issues. I mean, I find her very courageous actually to do this, especially coming from an executive level position where most people who attain those positions have a great sense of self and ego and frankly become quite used to having power within organizations. So to leave that to look after an ailing parent is extremely courageous and usually tells me her family value system is actually so high that she'll sacrifice things in her personal life to look after those values.
And that goes very well for a period of time, but ultimately we also have to live in life for ourselves too, and at some point other questions will come to the fore in her mind, I would imagine. What might she be dealing with?
A number of issues. While she's looking after her ailing parent, she will go through that lack of power that she has been used to at the executive level. I mean, she still has the love that she's showing to her parent. I mean, that's obvious. But I'm imagining at some point in time, she'll want to re-enter the workplace, and then she's going to have to deal with the attitudes of executives that would look at hiring her.
And what would they look like?
It depends. There are different values in different organizations. Some organizations would look at what she has done as something that they, in fact, would want the rest of their employee base to do, and others in the for-profit sector would think that it would be unusual for an executive to leave his or her career when they're quite vibrant, and would wonder about their motivation to do that.
Part of what I'm hearing is do your research, determine where you are now, and what you need to do to get to the next place, and really have your homework done so that you can facilitate a good change.
Yeah, this is really critical. And to understand that work is yes about power and about money and about prestige. Those are the three things that tend to motivate us at what we do. So we need to find that place to work at that values what we value in those three things. And that will be her challenge.
So the other part of this, something to keep in mind, is the executive transition is one thing, the executive partner's transition is almost equally important.
Yes. The line I hear used a lot is, I married you for life, but not for lunch. So get out of the house during the day. Right?
Got it.
It's very hard sometimes to be really tight. But recognizing for all of us, no matter what level we have in an organization, money, power, and prestige are the three things that motivate us. And some of us are not motivated by money, but we're motivated by personal power. I get to leave at 4:30, and people let me do that. Or I have organizational power. I can make decisions that impact the bottom line of my business. And for a lot of us, prestige is the number one thing. If your boss tells you you've done a great job and recognizes you publicly, that's enough to keep you going for a long time. But those are the three things. So we all have to judge for ourselves what's important to us in that.
It's really sound advice. Barry Howard, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
North of 49, a guide to the rest of your life.